Hey, welcome to Area 51. I recorded a lot of video with this stupid piece of wood, but I'm not gonna make a long video. I'm gonna try to keep it short because I know you got things to do. But yeah, this was a nightmare in so many ways, and so many different challenges. But I'm gonna run that video and talk over and edit it so that way we're not wasting time. But essentially, the whole video was about not giving up, even though all the problems that you'll see that I run into. Having said that, I made the mistake of no paying attention. I normally when I do something like this and it's got cracks or I'm going thin, I only go so far removing the center, and I make sure that its edges are smooth. And here I didn't notice that I had a bit of a deep tool mark, and I had already dug all that out. And I decided that I was going to try to make it even thinner. And yeah, I got a catch, and it broke. So subsequently, it didn't break because of the million cracks that it had, or for anything other than my own stupidity. But anyways, this is what happened. So I was making a video about a 40-40 gouge, whether it's for you or not, and that video will come after this. And I started to experience, I mean, I never turned basswood before, and this is wet, and I was getting tear out no matter what. And you may think, well, you've been turning for a couple months, it's like, what do you know? But I have done several bowls like this, and I can do a smooth pass, and for that matter, you will see it right here. And you might be thinking that, I'm pulling with my left hand, but I'm not. See, I let go. So basically, that's a constant ribbon coming out of there. So that should be a fairly smooth cut. And yet, it was awful. I guess that's what basswood does, and I don't know, but it all started with that. And then this happened next. I'm going through a smooth cut, and then all of a sudden, you see the chisel is just like, it's just kicking it out. Like, literally, the piece swelled up. And I started to think that there was something wrong with my lathe. And so I'm just buffering here, trying to figure it out. And then there you have it. It's completely out of round. So I decided I was gonna try my 40-40 gouge for the first time. And because this was not about making a bowl anyways, so I just kept going, right? And other than the fact that I wasn't used to the angle, I mean, all of a sudden, like, I was able to do a smooth cut. So that kind of baffled me. So I went back to where I was having that area where I was having a problem. So I picked up the cut there, and as you can see, it's no longer kicking my chisel. And this is my very first time using a 40-40. So yeah, I never experienced like wood swelling up that much in real time. I mean, like, it had 2 knots and it was very wet. But anyways, I turned the whole half, and I sanded it, and I had to work the next day, so I figured I'll put some oil. I had turned a recess, and I put some oil on it, and I'll pick it up the next day. Well, this is what happened the next day. Hey, check this out. This sat here for one day. Here I just have to turn the camera around. There was some cracks the day before I sanded. I put CA glue, I sanded all the way to 400, and then I put some oil. I feel all these cracks. These ones are all new. And then you figure, I'm gonna screw because will more CA glue stick to this? It already had like walnut oil on it. So yeah, it just kept coming. So I used black CA glue on the big ones with the nuts, and the other ones I used clear CA and some sawdust from the same wood. And yeah, 4 times I did that. And every time I try to scrape it and shear scrape it, the glue will just pop right out. So I figured I'll just gonna sand it again through all 4 grids for the 3rd time, and just, you know, turn it around and see what happens. And then I turn this around, and I'm hoping you can see it there, but it started to crack, and that is a safety concern. So I figured, okay, fine, I'll turn the 10 on. I put the faceplate back on, but it will never go in the exact same place, which means I'll have to read through the whole thing, and I'm gonna have to sand it again, right? I turned the 10 on, I reshaped it, and I resanded for, what is it, like the 4th time? Whatever. So I started hollowing the piece, and yeah, I won't bore you with that, so I'm just gonna skip to the end of that. She's still all in one piece. So the Mexican was all like cocky and confident, making stuff fly away, all happy, and went too far. And here I figured out that I had a tool mark that it was like almost 1/16 of an inch. Man, that's so much. This is going to break. I knew it. I went too far. No, I didn't run away. I went to sharpen my tool, but I want to record this thing exploding. I think it might be broken already. Father Marker, well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Today I lose, but I learned a pile. In this episode of what not to do over and over and over, starring some Mexican guy. Actually, I'm from Argentina, but I claim to be Mexican for fun. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me.